Welcome to the Incoherent Podcast. Welcome back for episode 7 of the Incoherent Podcast. Zach and Hoover back again. How you going, boys?
Yeah, going all right. How are you? Going this fine evening?
Not too bad. You been up to, Hoover? How was your weekend?
Worked on the weekend and just done a few more jobs around the house and kept myself busy.
Yeah. Didn't watch any sport?
I caught a bit of the New Zealand Samoa game the
Yeah.
weekend there. Caught like the last hour or so of it.
I
Yeah.
was on night shift all weekend, so I only got to watch the first half. So, yeah, watched a bit of that and a bit of the cricket before it got washed out. So, what you been up to, Zach?
All about the cricket on the weekend. Mowed me lawn, but that's about it. Just watched cricket. Watched England-New Zealand game. That was just starting to ramp up when rain sort of put that to a stop. And then the Australia-India game, well, again, a bit disappointing. The first game of the Australian summer and rain affected like that. We only really sort of got half a game. Both teams 26 overs. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It wasn't too bad of a game to sort of kick off. Like India, I don't think they definitely didn't bat to their potential. So
Yeah,
wait to see what Adelaide brings. But
I think Australia's bowling before that washout was pretty good, to be fair. Like,
oh yeah, 100%.
Collie out for a duck's pretty good achievement.
That Mitchell Stark and Josh Hazelwood combination. Well, we've seen it in the past with McGrath and Lee, and yeah, it's good. It's that Josh Hazelwood's just line lengths, hit that spot, ball after ball, not too many sort of stray from his line, and makes the batsmen work for their runs. Like 2 for 20 off 7 or something. One day international, it's pretty handy figures.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. Looking good with the Ashes coming up anyway.
Yeah, I'd like to see him stay fit for the whole Ashes. Last summer, Hazelwood was a bit in and out injuries. We've already lost Cummings. But it'd be interesting if we do happen to lose one of those players who does come in as another bowler. If Cummings is fit, well, obviously he comes back in. But yeah, and soon enough they've got to blood another paceman.
I think before I was watching Fox Sports, and they said that Bollard coming in.
Scott Boland will come in for
Boland, yeah.
Yeah, he'll come in for Cummings, but Stark or Hazelwood or even Boland himself, any of those three get injured while Cummins is still out, well, yeah, it'd be interesting who they pick. It's a couple of bowlers getting around in Shield, and I think if it's Stark, I think maybe Sean Abbott comes in just for that pace. But yeah, line and lengthwise, well, I don't know who sort of comes in for that for Hazelwood.
Yeah, well, hopefully they just don't get injured.
Well, the long summer.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That sort of brings me to that next point too. Like, what's Australia going to do once Nathan Lyon retires? Like, he's coming to the end of his career, test wise, and he plays in Sydney, Game 5 of the Ashes. If he wins the Ashes, there's potential that he retires on his home ground. And it's just going to be really interesting to see what Australia do, whether they're going to try and blood another spinner in and who that spinner is going to be, because I don't think Adam Zampa's test material, but he could prove me wrong.
Well, it's It'd be there with the Cricket Australia. Like that's the one thing about Australian cricket; it's pretty switched on to most things, really. So they'd have someone in mind if that was to happen, I suppose. But he's been so good for so long, though.
Yeah, I know, and that's we've found in the past with Warney. It's hard to replace him. It took us so long to find Lyon after Warney retired. Like, and you can get away with it in Australia with a 4-prong pace attack and a part-time spinner.
Yeah,
But when you go to the sub countries, India and Sri Lanka, and you need those spinners over there. Those
why's
pitches.
that?
Oh, it's just those types of pitches.
Yeah,
They seem to crack up a little bit more, and they get that bit of a crumble, so you get bit more turn out of it.
yeah,
Australia, you get a bit of turn, but you'll get that bounce out of it too,
yeah,
and that allows you to get away with the extra pace bowlers. But
yeah.
it's something about over in those countries that spin's always played well.
Yeah. Well, I did notice with Optus Stadium there was a lot of green on that pitch the other day. Like, it wasn't quite as dried up as what I'm used to seeing, but
No, it'll dry up over the next couple of weeks.
yeah,
No, that wasn't the test pitch either. Each square will have 4 or 5 pitches in it,
yeah,
so they'll already have one in mind what one they're going to use, and it'll be ready. So as long as the rain pisses off,
yeah.
get 5 days in.
No, it should be pretty good. On the footy stuff, there's been a lot of stuff going around with friggin' Metcalf and Purgey, Wishart, saying they're going to test the open market on November 1, so they won't be short of suitors anyway. Not with the Bears coming in anyways, but yeah. The Pezzett one is a bit of a weird one. They're saying that he's going to sign a 1-year contract with the Eels and then go and sign a long-term contract with the Broncos, and I don't see what benefit the Eels get out of that. Like, Pezzett gets more game time, but what do the Eels get out of that, considering they weren't playing Brown because he signed with the Knights?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Really, if you were Parramatta, would you take him if he's only going to leave you anyway?
No, I wouldn't. I'd want to sign someone for at least 2-3 years. I wouldn't want just a 12-month contract as a stop thing, knowing that he's going to another club. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever.
Yeah, and that's like the rumours with Metcalf as well, saying that his missus just had a baby and they just got married and he wants to come home back to Sydney and that. But the rumours about Perth's a lot further away from Sydney than what New
Yeah,
Zealand is.
yeah. I don't. If that's the case, I don't see Metcalf going to Perth. Like, you never know. He might re-sign for the Warriors. He's had a pretty good stint there. Like, I wouldn't doubt that he's not
Well,
going to re-sign.
they've offered him a 2-year contract.
Do you think that other clubs are going to, if there is any other clubs that are going to offer him anything massive though?
They reckon the Dragons are chasing him pretty hard.
Yeah, I'd be a bit sceptical going to the Dragons.
Oh,
They signed Ben Hunt on big money, and then that worked out. Well, it wasn't a Ben Hunt thing. But
the Dragons, I don't know. Dragons were one of them teams last year where they lost games by small margins. When they got beat, they got really beat. But yeah, there was a lot of close games, and they probably really could have used another out and out half.
yeah,
But if I'm Metcalf, I'm really looking at whether I'm going to get the game time, as we've seen how favoured Flanagan is with his son.
yeah.
The thing is, too, Medcalf hasn't finished a season. I think they were saying in the last 2 or 3 seasons he's played.
very injury prone.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, sometimes that comes back to your physios and that you've got, letting them play too early, and strength and conditioning. It's not just the player all the time. Sometimes you get the right rehab type of thing and it comes better. So
I don't know who's going to want to sign him for next year because he's going to miss the first 6 to 8 rounds anyway. Still coming back from his ACL.
yeah,
well, they reckon he's out. They reckon he's out on light training at the moment.
Yeah, righto.
Yeah,
Dunno.
the end of the season, they said he was out doing light training with Mitch Barnett, and they both roughly done their ACLs at the same time.
yeah, could be all right.
I don't know. If he wants to play 6, I'll take him to North Queensland.
How do you find the Broncos trying to chase Pezzett to replace Reynolds? Though, you reckon it's the right call?
Yeah, but Reynolds is still going to play this next season.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why he's going to go to Para. But
yeah,
I don't know, at what cost is this going to be, like, have on the Broncos? Like, they got a pretty good young half coming through their system with Black, and then they got Blake Moser sitting in the wing there as well, and he can play in the halves or 9. He's poised to take over that 9 role.
yeah.
But then my brother, he's fucking weirdo. He follows the Broncos, pretty big Broncos supporter, and he's worried as a supporter whether bringing in Pezzett to replace Reynolds at the end of his, is he going to push out these young juniors?
Yeah, it could. That's usually what happens. I'm surprised that Moses still there because you still got Corey Pakes as well. One of them two have to sign somewhere else eventually. You won't be able to keep them both.
They were talking about putting Blake Moser up for loan, Harry Grant and Melbourne.
Yeah.
Because I know Cowboys were tempted. I don't know whether it's still on the table or not. But yeah, he was a big talk whether he was going to play at 9 this year, but then they ended up signing Hunt, and yeah, Moses sort of fell down the pecking order. I think he took a knock early in the season too, which didn't really help him.
Yeah.
So
yeah, well, I think one of them two have to go, and if I was the Bears, I'd be sniffing around, to be honest, because hooker's pretty important position to start with. So.
Yeah, well, there's another player it's available come November 1. He's pretty damn good hooker. That's Harry Grant.
Yeah, I did see that. But I also did see that his preference is to stay at the Storm anyway. But
his preference is to stay there, but if Perth come along and offer him 1.2 to go over there, it's pretty good.
Yeah, Melbourne might offer him that too.
Melbourne have also got to think, like, how long's Munster going to be there?
Well, that's the thing. Does Munster and Harry Grant go to the Bears?
Melbourne said about if Pezzett goes, well, they're going to remove that offer that they give to Munster. They told Munster that he's free to negotiate if he wants to, and they won't stand in his way. And they'll let him go if that's what he decides. But now with Pezzett going and Wishart going to the market, they can't afford to let Munster go. Or Pappenhausen.
No, I read before that they're going to remove it as well. Yeah. So I reckon they remove that offer and Munster probably stays a one club player. There's still heaps of friggin' noise at Bellamy to the Gold Coast though.
Yeah.
That's been popping up all week. It's looking more likely, and even Munster said that if that's where he wants to be, that's where he wants to be. So maybe there is some truth in it. Where there's fire, there's smoke. So
you got to feel for Josh Hannay though. He's finally been given a crack
Yeah,
in that number one spot. He'll have it for next year, but it's going to be in the back of his mind that Bellamy can announce at any moment that
yeah.
he's leaving Melbourne and going to the Gold Coast. Whether Bellamy takes up a role there or not, that's entirely up to Bellamy. But
I think you just got to block all that noise out and just not worry about it and get on and do the best job that you can, because other jobs will come up if you can prove yourself.
yeah,
But that's the thing. What happens if Bellamy gets like all the way through the season and goes, yeah, righto, I'm going to go. They're off. Oh, the money's too tempting. I need to go to the Gold Coast where my family is.
Yeah, well,
And
I don't think money will be a problem in it.
it's hard to sort of block that noise out too, because
Oh, it'd be hard.
He's just, and him and his wife will be discussing it because they've just relocated the family back to Queensland, got themselves in the Gold Coast, and
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I'm just saying that's probably what his best option is just to get on with it. If it happens, it happens, but do the best job that you can, because then other offers will come up. Or I don't know. We've seen with the Knights when they signed Wayne Bennett, they kept Rick Stone on as an assistant coach, and then he took back over again when Wayne Bennett left, and it didn't work out.
yeah, well, that's what they've said in Hannay's contract, that if Bellamy decides to come there and take over that coaching role, and Hannay will shift back to an assistant underneath him, which isn't wouldn't mind doing an apprenticeship under Craig Bellamy either, but
I think it's the most Titans thing ever. It's a horrible idea.
100%.
You got to pick your coach and stick with your coach. You can't go, oh, we'll take you, but if this one comes up, we'll take him instead. Like you can't be doing that. And it just goes to show how poorly the Titans are run from the top, and that translates down onto your playing team eventually.
100%.
There's only so much a coach can do to change the players and move things around and train them and all that. But if you've got all that noise above it, like that affects the coaches, that affects the players. Like you've got a player there that Hannay's got full faith in to do a job, and they feel confident under Hannay, and then Craig Bellamy's coming and they're questioning whether or not they're still going to be there. It's going to affect them. You can't be doing that. You need to go, no, we're sticking with Hannay, and just stick with him. You don't need to chase Bellamy.
I think it's in the Titans' best interest to take Bellamy on, yes, but in that role, the same as Gus.
Head of football.
Yeah, and just I think you'll get more out of that playing group having Bellamy assist Hannay.
Yeah.
For the next couple of years, you can really build a good relationship then within your whole club.
Yeah.
So, like you're saying, if Bellamy does take over that role, well, you're going to have that playing group that's just worked all off season, most of next season, if not all of it, just go straight downhill because the club doesn't even have faith in the coach.
Yeah. You got to run things proper. Could you see friggin' this happening at the Panthers? Could you see it happening at the Roosters?
You don't see it happening anywhere else but the Gold Coast.
Well, that's the thing. Isn't Jaden Campbell up in the air at the moment too? If he's going to play next season for him,
yeah, I think
he was.
so.
I think he was the other big talk on the market for November 1.
Yeah, well. I think he's one of the odd ones out. To be honest, in that club, they've retained him because he's a good talent. They've just got nowhere to put him that's useful.
I don't mind him playing 7.
He's good in the halves, I reckon.
Yeah,
he's not a Cleary or a Hines, but he also hasn't played a full season there either.
No,
he never trained there last off season. He didn't start there. They just put him there so that they had him on the field. And I don't think he done that bad of a job in a poor team. Like, you put a decent forward pack around him and then give him a full season, a full preseason of training there, I think you'll get more out of him next year.
I know that Hane's gone in there and it's going to blow the team up and try to rebuild from scratch, but I'd have the Titans down as the wooden spoon next year because of how much work needs to be done. But, and back on the Parramatta thing, signing Pezzett for 1 year, it's a quick fill thing. Like, Riles didn't play Brown because Brown was leaving and he wanted to try and build this team and build a combination in that. And then you're going to say, oh, yeah, we'll take Pezzett for the one year and then ship him off to the Broncos anyway. That goes against what he was doing to begin with.
That's right, because you're going to try and build all the players around him. Then next minute you got to start all over again for 2028 or 2027.
Yeah, it's just stupid. Like, and that's what the Titans need to do. They need to find players, and if they're going to stay with Campbell at half, they stick with him and then build off him and say, "This is your team. You run this team. We run it around you, and build it around Campbell." You got Tino there, who's got heaps of go forward. He can bring the other forwards to go with him, and they can play off the back of it. But you can't be swapping and changing, which is what the Knights have proved, that you can't swap and change. You need to give somebody control.
Where do you think Tino's best spot is? 13 or the front row?
Front row now.
All right.
I think he's seasoned into that front row.
Yeah, I think it's front row, but the Titans could go with a couple more troops in that forward pack.
My preferred lock is that little quick ball playing lock that's tough as fuck and will get in and do his tackles. That's the sort of lock I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a third front rower to take hit ups that just get interchanged.
You can't have Tom Dearden at every team, though.
No, I'm just saying that's what I prefer. Like when
100%.
Radley was coming through, that sort of player, even like a Kieran Foran when he used to play at Manly the first time. When he was playing at Manly, that first stint he done at Manly, that's the sort of player that he was. He just had a 6 on his back. He was just tough as nails, and it ruined his career.
All right, so I'll do some wheeling and dealing for you. I'll sell you a player back 2 years, and you can send a player up to us. Well, the perfect person you play that 13 role. I've been saying he should have been doing it at the Cowboys for the last 2 years. You can have Jake Clifford back. And
he won't come back to Newcastle.
And we get first round pick to draw someone from the Knights.
No.
Like Alan Ponga.
Sanders Smith. Nah, Ponga.
He wouldn't take Ponga.
Ponga wouldn't come back to the Cowboys, and I wouldn't want him back either. But Jake Clifford's he's got that ball playing ability. He can get in, make his tackles, and he's not afraid to take a hit up. And he's a big enough body that he can play the 13. And I think the Knights have just signed that perfect player too with Smith.
Yeah.
I think he could play that 13 role really well.
Yeah. But I like the sort of like Connor Watson. That's why I like fucking Phoenix Crosland playing there. Because he's tough, gets in there, he can ball play. He's not afraid to do the hard work. I'm happy for that.
I think he's a better 9 than what Sandon Smith is. If Sandon slays 9, I don't know. Who knows what they're going to do.
Yeah, Crosland's the best choice we've got for lock too.
So,
we've got somebody that can play that 9 role where that lock's kind of open. So that's why I like Phoenix playing at 13.
See, I reckon they need to get Tyson Frizzell a bit fitter and put him in this lot.
He's getting old. He's aging. He's 12 months younger than us.
The work rate.
Yeah.
Is what hurts him.
He still works hard, and I love Tyson. I'll still have. He's still got a place in the team, but his place is probably better being on that edge than playing at 13. He's just got too much seasoned legs.
I think you'll find Frizzell will come off the bench a lot more next week.
Well, I've been thinking that too.
He's either going to come on as an impact. He could come on and slot into that 13 role for 20, 25 minutes, take some big hit-ups, make some big tackles, and then go back to the bench. Or he runs such a good line.
Yeah, he's still a great player. I've got nothing against him. I've still think
outside line that he runs is good.
Yeah, like, he could still play another 2-3 seasons. That's not what the problem is. I just don't like putting him in lock for that reason because he just becomes that extra front rower to take a hit up. Where Phoenix can get out, throw the ball play a little bit, so it makes it a little bit better, to be honest. So what did you think about the P&G putting him so they can sign players earlier than November 1 next year?
I don't agree with it. No other team has been allowed to do it. We've had teams like the Dolphins and the Titans, and they weren't allowed to start approaching players early when they were still building. But I don't agree with it at all.
No, I don't.
When are they allowed to start talking about it?
When are they
supposed to be?
November 1 next year, the same as the Bears. There's no November 1 this year, but they're trying to get permission
next year.
Yeah, they're trying to get permission to sign players earlier. So from November 1 this year, if they can start signing players. And the way that I see it, if P&G can't attract players in that short space of time that has been allocated to every other club, they probably shouldn't be in the comp.
Yeah.
So the other teams have the same thing. Like Perth's a long way to go to try and convince players to go and live there and move away from their whole families. That's a big commitment. But they've got to do it. And I don't think it's fair on the Bears because the Bears have to try and find players as well, and they're going to be challenging against a team that's not even playing next year to get signatures.
Yeah. Well, the way I look at it, how the hell can they be trying to approach players when they haven't even got a coach?
No, they haven't got a coach. They haven't even sorted out. They've been looking at that resort style friggin' accommodation and all of that stuff, private island. It's all well and good, but it hasn't been confirmed. And I don't think it's really a way that you want to live your life. You don't want to be just on holiday all the time. I think they still need a little bit of work, and they're going to need that 12 months to find a coach to set up all their infrastructures and stuff before they actually can convince a player to go and sign there. Like at the moment, all you're signing is players. They've got P&G where they could go and find players. There's plenty of players that are actually there. Like
Josh Hannay to P&G.
Well,
after being shafted by the Titans.
Wasn't the talk that Wayne Bennett was going to do it?
I did see something about that the other day that could be Bennett.
Yeah. Well, if Bennett goes there, he'll take Alex Johnson with him.
Yeah, then they've got to put a retirement home in, and
that's right. He's on the end of his
Darius
career.
Boyd out of retirement.
He is nearly 90, dude, and he's still coaching.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
Could you imagine being up in the coach's box and need a nappy change halfway through? Like, barely struggled not to shit myself now. You touch and go all the time. Right. I just don't think they should get an allowance. I think, no, you wait until you're given time.
Yeah.
Maybe if they look at like the end of June or August next year and they allow it so that they can get a jump start on other clubs because, it is going to be a big sell, but not 12 months before you're supposed to be signing players.
They've still got to have that coaching staff. You can't, no player in their right mind is going to want to sign to a team that's not even in Australia.
Yeah.
Without the right coaching staff there. And I still think that the big draw card will be a heritage thing, and that's how they'll get players to go back over there.
Well, the tax-free is going to be a pretty big draw card too.
But you're still going to have the right coaching staff.
Yeah. For P&G to be successful, they're going to have P&G players. they're not going to have Australian players. They're going to have to play purely on local talent. So
They'll do what New Zealand does, mostly New Zealand, with a couple of white Aussies in there.
yeah, well, probably. I don't agree with them being in the comp because I don't think it'll work. I don't see how you get a player from PNG that comes up that's really, really good. You have any Australian team can turn around and go, look, we can give you a 5-year deal, get your citizenship in Australia to live in a better country for less money.
Well, isn't that what Melbourne done with a couple of their players from Fiji?
Yeah, probably. You can do that now. It's not that you can't do that. You give them a better opportunity. But
I think there'll be a lot of clauses that will, that'll keep players over there. The club to be successful, they can't just have a young 22-year-old coming through that's tearing it up playing for a team that's just coming to the comp and then get poached by Melbourne or Brisbane. Like there'll be certain clauses, I reckon.
I think the NRL need to seriously look at clauses in contracts and saying you can't do that.
Yeah.
Get rid of the clauses and also get rid of the 10-year deals. Limit it to 4 or 5 years. Don't have 10-year deals. Don't have clauses. What you sign for, if you sign for 4 years, you sign for 4 years.
If the club puts forward a 10-year deal and then the player walks out after 6 years, it's on that club that you cop that. Or if you're silly enough to go for the Knights with Brown and it doesn't work out, and then in 4 years' time, Brown still hasn't won a competition and he wants to go back to Sydney.
Yeah,
it's on the night.
I think they should get rid of the clauses, have a transfer window between now and January. Have a transfer window. It sucks for the players that have to get up and move, but then you can make trades. Or you can trade within yourselves and swap players and do all of that stuff if it's not working out. But then that club that takes that team, that player, that team that takes that player, they take their contract. They take the contract.
Well, do you make it fair and just say fuck it, 1 year contracts?
No, I don't.
Because then it opens up the whole market. Because looking for Neil Blake, left the Sharks, wanted to go home left Manly. Wanted to go home on compassion because he was homesick. Went to the Warriors, signed with them, then left and said he wanted to come back to Australia because he was missing his family in Australia. Went to the Sharks.
Yeah.
He broke 2 contracts within 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where I think they need to get tougher on it and have a transfer window. But you got to trade for a like for a like. You get rid of the clauses. Have a transfer window.
If they do that, though, I think the salary cap would have to be reshaped.
No, I don't, because if you go and you say that you want Cameron Munster to come to your club and you're going to trade for Cameron Munster, pay out a thing, you take his full contract and the rest of you take the money and the contract. So you're copping all of it. There's no, this club's paying part of that player's contract to make it cheaper for that player or anything like that.
Yeah, but 9 times out of 10, it's the players that are breaking the contract.
Yeah, I know, but that's when the players don't get nothing. That's when it comes down.
But then that new club's still copping all this by purchasing a player that wants out.
Yeah,
that's where I think.
Well, they only get paid. They only get the contract paid for what they play. If they've signed 10 years and they only played 2 years, that's it. They only get 2 years worth of pay.
Yeah,
they lose the rest of it. The rest of it stays with the club because the club's got to pay it out. They don't pay it out in one lump sum anyway. They pay it out over the years.
Yeah.
So if they do walk out halfway through, that's all they get out of that contract.
That's what I mean. The new club just takes over the contract, the price and everything that's already been agreed upon. They take the full thing. It'll stop clubs from poaching players to begin with because they won't want to take those big contracts that are stupid.
Yeah.
And if they do take it, well, they're accepting that they're going to cop the full pay packet until they can renegotiate, and then they renegotiate the price that they want.
That's the thing. Like, even if they do, even if they're like a 3-4 year contract, and when they do leave to go to another club, they never sign for that exact remainder of their contract anyway. It's always like 1 or 2 years
Yeah,
instead of having 3 years to go.
yeah,
I don't know. I like the transfer fees and how soccer does it, and that's
yeah. That's what I mean. It's a way for that's generating your own economy within rugby league and making clubs richer. Plain
yeah.
and simple. But all these clubs that are developing players, they're going to benefit from that because they're the ones getting the transfer money to get their players to go to that club, and they're not losing nothing. Where now they don't gain anything from players signing other clubs, even though they've developed them.
Talking about the richest clubs just then, I heard on the radio on the way home to Savo, Penrith Panthers have taken out the richest club. That was out of NRL, AFL, and all that. And yeah, Penrith Panthers took out the number one spot. I think it was like 126 million
Yeah,
they got.
yeah,
And then I think second was like an AFL team.
yeah. Well, I think AFL teams are a lot more valuable than NRL teams. They've got a lot more members.
Probably helps too with that dynasty that.
Yeah, they're going well at the moment.
I won't say we're out of it because Penrith are likely to come out and win it next year again. But yeah, going through this dynasty period, you got a lot of supporters buying merchandise and going down. Well, they're not going to the field because it's still getting rebuilt, but going down to the leagues club there at Penrith, and it's actually. It used to be a really nice leagues club, so I can only imagine it's got better over the years. But, yeah.
I've been there once. I don't remember it. I was drunk. I just know I was there.
Yeah, I went there many years ago.
No, it was a long time when I went there. What did you think of the Kangaroo squad?
Not a bad team, I reckon.
Yeah. I'm surprised Lindsay Collins is on the bench.
I'm surprised Dylan Edwards got left out of it altogether.
I'm not surprised. Walsh is on a run. So.
I thought he would have at least been somewhere in the side, but
Well, it's all on Walsh now. If Walsh has a poor game in the first one, I think he's out. Or should be.
yeah, I don't think they'll be that cruel to him.
Yeah, probably need to be. Like, if they lose that first game, you've only got 2 more games to bring it back.
Yeah, they can't. I think they've got to be very critical. If he has a poor game, yeah, I don't know. It is a hard one because you see Walsh so much throughout the year where he plays shit this week and then next week he comes out and you can see why he's one of the best in the NRL.
I think winning the grand final is going to give him that confidence he needed, though. That's the thing. Like, I think he goes on with it from now, and I think he's only going to get scarier.
But see, I think he's got a bit of a control in Brisbane.
Yeah.
Where coming into the Kangaroos, he's got Nathan Cleary and Cam Munster there. I think they're going to pull him into line a lot more, where instead of him coming in doing his razzle-dazzle shit, they're actually going to pull him back and say, hey, no. Like, you've got Harry Grant there that can run out of dummy half.
Yeah.
Set it all up. He can run off the hip there, but yeah, I don't think he'll have as much freedom as what he does with Brisbane.
I think it'll be how Kevin Molders wants to run it, and if he wants everything to go through Walsh, it'll all go through Walsh.
I think to get the best out of Walsh, you've got to allow him to have some kind of free reign.
Yeah, so do I.
I don't think he's a very off the cusp player, and you'll see Cleary he'll play that Nathan Cleary role. His kicking game will control the game. I don't think you'll see Munster do as much kicking.
No, Munster's not the best kicker. He can do it, but he's not.
I think the kicking would be Harry Grant and Nathan.
Or see, I don't. I think it'd be Cleary and Walsh with Walsh's left boot.
Yeah,
and then that'll give it'll give Walsh that opportunity to get his hands on the ball a bit, and he can pick and choose if he wants to run or if he wants to put that anywhere around the line. Well, you can give it to Munster because he's got that ability to just put in some silly little kick, and it seems to find points.
Yeah, well, there's always players like that. I remember when there was Jordan Rapana, the ball would just bounce to his hand no matter what happened, like for a whole 12 months. But that slowly goes away. But yeah,
Munster's been like this for the last 12 years.
Yeah, sure has.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. It'd be interesting. Yeah, this game one. Obviously, you're not getting up for it. You're on night shift, but you're getting up for it, Hoover.
It's on Sunday night, isn't it? Is it Saturday morning? Or
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning. It's a Saturday night. Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I think it's 3 o'clock Sunday morning. Here's what I was saying to Johnson the other day. I saw doing pain in the ass at the time it's on because I wake up and then I scroll through Facebook, I see the result before I even get to watch the game, and then I'm not. I don't have that interest there because I already know what's happened.
Yeah, well, it's just a part of playing in England, though. Like it's not like we accommodate our timings around for them.
No.
So
no, I mean it's no different to the soccer and the cricket.
No,
that's on over there too. But
and if you really want to watch it and you really want to find out, you're going to get up for it. It's the same with me with the NFL. If I want to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and watch the Ravens play, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, well, you probably should give up on getting up to watch the Ravens play. The Ravens have given up on playing this season.
They're coming back this week. We start our run now.
You've been saying that for the last 4 weeks.
Yeah, and I told you, when they're knocked out, I'll give up on them. If they lose this week, I'll change teams. I swear to God. So, yeah. I did see Channel 9, they've got the rights to broadcast a NHL game, a hockey game, on a Saturday. I reckon that's pretty good. You get up and watch some hockey.
Yeah, but what time's it going to be on?
I don't know. That's what I was saying to Zach. It depends where it's played in the US. If it's played on the West Coast, it's usually about 10, 11 o'clock on a Saturday morning. Like you could have that on the background and be out doing shit in the shed, drinking and stuff. Like I flick it on every now and then when it's on KO. When it's there, I'll have a look at it. I don't know what's going on, but it's pretty good. But
when was the last time that you were drinking at 10 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, well, I don't really drink anymore. But I can't even remember the last time I had a drink. Probably, I think it's
drinking at 10 o'clock in the morning and asleep by 12.
Yeah,
pretty much. End up with a headache by 11.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, he also has his period by 11:30.
Yeah.
You know I edit this, right?
It's all right. I'll just talk it in over you.
Yeah. Who's got anything else for the sport?
Yeah, question for you is best front rower, or list these front rowers, Hoover.
List them.
From 1 to 4. You got Payne Haas, Petro Civoniceva, Glenn Lazarus, or James Fisher-Harris.
Well, look, I'm not a big fan of Payne Haas. I'm not a big fan. He does his job, but he's not worth the money that they're paying him. But I'd probably say Petro first, Lazarus, Payne, then Fisher-Harris.
I can get around it. Johnson.
Oh, I think Haas is the best front row we've seen. I think he is worth the money. And then I've got Lazarus, Pedro, and then Fisher-Harris.
Yeah, I think Fisher-Harris isn't even in my top 10 if I'm really thinking about front rowers over the years. But out of them 4, he's definitely 4th. Petro. I watched a lot of Petro play when I was growing up. And he was a good player. So consistent. So, I'd probably have him at 2. And I don't remember heaps of Glenn Lazarus, but yeah, so I know he was good. I'd probably have him at 3. I have to agree. Haas is probably 1. Just his work rate, like he could play 60 minutes this week, and then next week he could quite easily play 80 minutes, get 45 tackles in, and still run for 200 plus meters. And out of that 200 plus, it'd be 100 plus post contact meters. So I don't know, he's by far the best we've seen this era, and since early 2000s, he'd be by far the best front rower.
Well, when I flicked on the footy there on the weekend, New Zealand Samoa, I think it was 35 minutes to go in the second half, and Payne Haas was leading the meters.
Yeah.
But I think he was 114, and then second to that was Nickel Klostag, the fullback for the New Zealand, which was like 113 meters.
Yeah, see, prime Tamalolo was the same. Like, he'd run for 300 odd meters a week, play 80 minutes. And then there's another bloke from fucking Brisbane that was pretty good front rower too, in Shane Webke.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's a lot of good front rowers over the years. And Payne Haas, he'd be up there, definitely right up there, I think, and he'll probably go down as the best or one of the top 3. That's for sure.
What about if you chucked the Chief in there in that list? Would it change your list?
Yeah, I have the Chief probably second and Seven Asiva third. I don't know. I like the way the Chief played. He just, and then a lot of so many front rowers. It's even harder choice when you go and pick a back row squad. So, but we'll leave that discussion for another week.
I just think he's like a back rower in a front rower's body. It's ridiculous, to be fair. And his work rate's off the charts. It'd be interesting to see in the next, 3-4 years how much his body breaks down because of it. So
Yeah, that's right. Is he going to start to ease off a bit? Like, yeah, fair enough. If he does ease off, like you said, he does put in a fair bit during the games. Is he going to break himself down like Tamalolo has?
Yeah.
Gone from being an 80-minute player to not even making the squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Tamalolo's got those few injuries. I think this year was probably one of his best, minus that injury through the middle of the season. But he started the season like a prime Tamalolo, and then he finished the season sort of in the same way. But disappointing that he missed a third of it through the middle.
Well, isn't House carrying a back injury at the moment, or had a back injury?
Yeah, there was talks of it when he leading into the. Was it
Origin?
Coming out of Origin?
No, I can't remember. I'm not real sure. Yeah. You got any reports on NASCAR?
No, I don't.
You don't?
I did have an update off Zach, but
yeah, no, I know what the update of Zach was.
Yeah, I don't even think a favourite won it.
No, I don't think it was, actually, to tell you the truth.
Gold Coast 500's on this weekend, if you want to watch that. I love that Gold Coast race. It just sucks I'll be on day shift, so I'll miss it.
See, I think I'll be tied up on Saturday.
Zoe tying you up. Oh, light some candles.
Oh, there we go.
It is her birthday.
So she's going to tie him up.
It's her birthday Friday.
Yeah. Did you order a PlayStation 5 for her yet? Or?
No. I told her I'm going to get her a cheesecake, and she was very happy about that.
A cheesecake?
Yes.
Briscoe won it.
Yeah. Cheesecake and PS5 and a bit of friggin' tie me up. Have your way.
Yeah.
Zach, you played any games this week?
Right back into cricket. yeah, preparing myself, getting ready for cricket 26. So I think I'll put another 20 odd hours into cricket 24 this week, sitting in front of the air conditioner. But that's all about to change too. Work's just really picked up. So, yeah. Might not get as much time to play it.
I downloaded Cricket 24 and I haven't played it yet because I went and bought NASCAR 25 and give that a go. And to be honest, it's not too bad. Like, I haven't really played that many NASCAR games. I think I played one other NASCAR game and I didn't really get that into it. But this one's pretty good. It's not a bad career mode. You know, customization of your car with all your paints and all of that. It's pretty good. I'm still working through the bottom tier of what NASCAR is. So,
and left, turn left, turn left.
Yeah, pretty much. But
don't forget to pull in and get some fuel.
Yeah.
And change tyres.
Yeah. Well, I was actually surprised because I was sort of playing it wrong because I was just going in replacing stuff and all this, and I just had no money. And then I realised that you like fix things until it's completely fucked, and then you can replace it. And depending on how much you spend, is where you're going to sit in the field. So I wasn't playing the objectives. I was trying to win every race, and it didn't really work out that well for me. But in saying that, it's got all the drivers in that, and they abuse you for like bumping into them and freaking. It's pretty cool. It's pretty funny. So I actually didn't mind it. But other than that, I've still been playing a bit about Battlefield 6 online. Still love it. Looking forward to the Battle Royale when it comes out. And apparently they're going to have a mode where it's like 164 players up against 164 players. So
I think it's too much.
I still want to give it a go though. Like, I might play it once and not like it, but the one what it's set up to now,
the lag.
I have not had any lag in it whatsoever. Like it has been perfect every time I've turned it on. Every now and then I'll turn it on. It'll say I'm like 2,000 in queue, and that's literally like a 15-second thing, and I'm in the game.
Yeah, like, you're not paying 164 or 164 though.
No, I'm not. But that's only rumour. Whether it actually happens or not is another thing. But yeah, it is that good of a game, to be honest. I'm still absolutely loving it. So
can we expect a YouTube channel on Battlefield 6 coming out?
No.
Maybe some Twitch.
No, I'm trying to set up YouTube so we can put this on YouTube, but that's about it. So. But we've got a lot of work to do before we can actually video ourselves doing it. Especially working out why Hoover looks like a criminal every week.
Well, that or you just muting us and cutting our audio out on us.
That's why you want to put it on YouTube so people can just look at us.
Yeah, I can't edit it if we do video because you'll notice the video. It's all got to flow. So
you can. Yeah. You've just got to be good at it.
Yeah,
you might have to do some cinematics and get real clever.
Now you see those AI videos of the gorillas. I'll just turn you into a gorilla, and there'll be just me and Hoover sitting here talking to a gorilla.
Can you do Hoover into a gorilla so he's got a beard?
Because he can't grow one.
37 years old, can't grow a beard.
I don't need to.
Yeah. Oh, you got anything else for gaming? Did you find anything else?
Hey, is it true? Were they saying that they're going to discontinue games for PS4s or something, or is it discontinue disc games or something?
I don't think they're discontinuing the disc games, but they're pretty much not bringing out games for PS4 anymore. That's just part of the transition. So it works better for PS5s because it means that. It's not like
so there's no point in me setting up my PS4.
Oh, it depends on what game you're playing.
You'll still be able to play your PS4 games.
Yeah.
Because you're still all linked to the...
It's just like Battlefield 6. Like, if you on PS4, you can't get it on PS4, so I can't play you on PS4, and it just enhances everything online and everything. It's probably why it runs so well, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. Right. Yeah. What do you guys say to that?
That game I spoke to you about the other night, that Once Human. Yeah, I watched a few more videos on that, and I'm just got to try and get my computer to run it properly. It just won't even load it, and then I can get stuck into it. But I don't know, the videos I watched, it's saying it's got some similarities to Rust, which is what I like. But then, it's got that futuristic type of feel as well. But I don't know. I can't wait to actually give it a go. So apparently they reckon there was a mobile one as well, but I couldn't find that one either. So.
Yeah, it does say on that Once Human platforms: Android, iOS, GeForce Now, Microsoft Windows.
Yeah, but it looks really good. Once Human Raid Zone.
Yeah,
there's two when you download it on the computer, and then but not press that in case it gets rid of everything. Yeah, I'll work it out anyway. I'll get the friggin' do some troubleshooting and get into it and have a go over the next couple of days.
Yeah,
week's right up next week.
Yep. Now, I also did see that Project Motorsport, they're going to port it on PC and VR. They're going to work on it. They're not quite sure if they're going to swap it over for PSVR 2, but yeah, interesting to see anyway. I'm looking forward to that for sure. See if it's everything we want it to be.
I think that'll be the next big game.
You reckon?
Yeah.
It's got Bathurst on it. I seen the other day. It's one of the confirmed tracks.
Yeah, I've just skipped that one.
Unless you got a Holden.
That's right.
Yeah. No.
Oh, did you see the golf bag I sent you the other day?
Oh, with all the ice and shit.
No, my golf bag has all that anyway, but so it freaking holds all your clubs so they don't clank together all the time.
No.
No, I didn't see that one.
I only seen him putting ice and shit in there, and I'm like, I think I've seen this and turned it off.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Right. I think we need to organise the Rum Cup again.
Yeah.
So we need to...
Your dad's got it.
No, I've got it.
Hoover's got it on his bench.
It's sitting up on the cupboard. Zach sees it every time he comes over.
Where are we going to play?
Well, I don't know. I'm coming down there for work for the next 6 weeks. So,
well, I was going to say I might be coming past your way in 2 weeks' time. Going up past your way.
Coming up to God's country.
Yeah. Coming up the Friday night. Doing a bit of work on the Saturday, then shooting home over the Saturday night, Sunday. Don't know yet.
Come by chance races isn't on until next year.
Yeah, I know that.
What are you coming up for?
Got to go get some more sticks for the driveway. So logs.
Why? Do you not have enough logs out of the farm?
No. We're getting it from the other farm up there. They're working. They're working really well, actually.
Yeah, right.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Just a podcast about sports and gaming, and you're talking about logs.
Yes. But no, we'll have to tee it up then.
Yeah. I don't know. Tamworth's good, but it takes you 3 hours to get up here.
And the Ridge is out soon because I think they're doing one of the golf days out there soon as well.
Oh, it's coming up to Christmas. They're flat out usually over like this close to Christmas with Christmas parties and shit anyway.
Yeah, it's not like the Jack Newton one. It's another one. It's like a week event or something like that.
Well, they got that 70. That's at Ridges, isn't it? The 72-hour.
The 72 hole.
You can do that anywhere.
Yeah, you can do that anywhere. You just got to register with the golf
Yeah.
course, and you can do it anywhere. Yeah, you can play what is 18, 36, 52, or 72 or something like that.
Yeah.
Don't know. Might put it together next year. Put a team together.
Yeah. We've already got 3. Well,
We can't get Jones. He only
He
played
does.
first 9 holes, and then he's done.
He doesn't even play 9 holes lately.
So I rang him earlier. Said I was coming down there next week. They'll take me caravan to his place, and they'll bring me clubs down in case we get a wet day. He said,
Yeah.
"Oh fuck! I hope you only want to play a couple of holes."
he's ready to do the predictions.
Yeah, waiting on
Yeah.
you. So,
Waiting on me.
well,
Fire away.
He's just having a catch up.
either of you pair can go because they're probably going to fail again anyway. So,
I hope not. Well, our predictions are brought to you by Crosshair Pipe and Excavation. For your needs in pipe laying, poly welding, or excavations, head over there to the Facebook page and get in touch with Zach. So, what are your predictions, boys?
I'll start off. I'm gonna go the AFLW. I'm gonna go the Western Bulldogs over Geelong Cats. And then my second one, the EPL. I'm going to go for a draw between the Wolves and Burnley. Yeah. That's what I reckon at the moment.
what about you?
I've got Australia to beat England in the first test of the Ashes for the Rugby League on Sunday. I think they'll get up. I've seen Willie Mason saying before that they're going to be in for a shock, and he thinks that England will win the first one, and they've been slowly going through. But I think it's going to be a tight one, but I think there'll be too much experience, too much talent in that Australian team. So I'll pick Australia for the win. And like I said before, I'm back on the Ravens for a comeback because our winning streak starts now, and we're playing the Chicago Bears, and surely we beat the Chicago Bears this week.
Well, hopefully, for your sake. But so I'm going with Hoover with the EPL and take City to beat Villa. And City pretty poor last season on their standards. They had a couple little bumps early on, but they're coming good, and I think they'll be too good for Villa this week. And a cricket to beat England in the Women's World Cup game. Alyssa Healy's been ruled out, but I think Australia's got too much talent over the rest of the squad, and I think they'll be too strong for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then with Cox Plate this week, we've got our mystery. I don't know how to pronounce the first one, but Via Sistina, Treasure the Moment, Buckaroo, and Tino. So any 3 of those 4 to run top 3. Don't know too much about the Cox Plate or any of those horses, but we'll the winner or the top 2 get automatic.
Via Satina won the Cox Plate last year by 7 lengths.
Yeah, I think the top 1 or top 2, they get automatic qualifications through the Melbourne Cup. I think that's how it works.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
So that's whole Spring Carnival, like pretty big deal for a lot of people. But yeah, I'm not much of a horse racing fan, but I don't mind Melbourne Cup.
No, neither am I. It's probably the only time that, Last year's Melbourne Cup, I was on a cruise.
But yeah, other than that, we'll see how we go.
Yep. Yeah. Was that all you boys have? Or not
Yeah,
too
that's
bad
about it.
We've had a fair few more listeners on the episode 6 than what we've had. So, it's been going good. So, we still need people to go over and like that Facebook page or, follow us on Spotify, Apple, wherever you watch it at. Listen to it, not watch. But, yeah.
Don't be scared either on our Facebook page. Just jump on there and say hi.
Yeah, or tell us we're idiots.
Yeah.
That'd be good. Yeah.
We won't disagree with you. We know Johnson's an idiot.
Bodie was calling me an idiot earlier. He'd sit there and go, "You idiot." And I'm like, "Stop calling me an idiot."
Yeah. Wonder where he gets that from.
his mother.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so that's the end of episode 7. So it's bye from us.
See ya.
Thank you for joining Zach Hoover and I on the Incoherent Podcast. If you'd like to follow us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts from, also head over to our Facebook page and follow us there. We're also on Instagram, the Incoherent Podcast. Thank you. Bye.